Well, everybody, Doug's standing in the sun here, and yours truly, and we're about to do the big experiment. You asked us to see what we could do with rusty chains, and here they are. Now, Doug, you need to know that Pat's husband, Bill, said to me, just take the chains off and drop them in, because the trailer wasn't born with chains on it. Could you look underneath there and tell me whether this trailer was born with chains on it or not? And Bill...
They came with the trailer?
Right. Is it true that you cannot take the chains off?
No, you can't.
Could you say that into the camera? Bill, it was born with chains on.
They were, well, the trailer was born with the chains on it.
Right.
They're welded on.
They're welded on. Okay, fine. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I have witnesses to that fact. All right, everybody. So here we've got, Dougie's got the Coke mixture. I've got the vinegar mixture. And what we're going to do is we're just going to paint some, we've each got a little foam brush. We're just going to paint some of our individual mixtures onto the top, because not all of it's going to fit into the container. And also we're going to go around and just do anything else that looks like it needs a bit of help. Because while we're at it, we might as well do the rest of the trailer, right, Dad? Well, I say the rest of the trailer, but the obvious bits. We don't have to completely rebuild the trailer, but it would be nice to get rid of some of the rest while we're at it. The good news, I will say, is that it goes on very easily, which is a good thing. And Doug was doing a bit of research, and they're saying to leave it on for
2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days?
Yeah. Ideal.
Ideally, so that's what we're going to do, Doug. Doug, I'm just doing the things that won't reach into the... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going to not do the whole chain, because the chain's going to fit in here. Alright, so I'm going to drop my chain in. And we found out that the milk jug is the perfect size for the chains. And I had this brilliant plan. That's what I bought these down for.
Just a quick question.
You're going to hold it up and tie it.
Why don't we'll find some whatever things, empty ones, and raise it up?
If I had them, I would, but that's what I bought this down for, so we can tie them onto the handles.
Oh.
Good thinking? Careful, Dad.
We'll need to hold up the weight.
I think so. You don't.
For a day or two, overnight? How about?
We can put stuff underneath it. We still need that, Dougie. We're going to paint the obvious bits over there, for example.
It needs like overnight though, right?
Yeah. So just going to paint some on there.
I was just going to flip these and raise it up, prop it up. But it needs, someone needs to hold these and then raise these.
That's what I was going to do.
I think it's going to be heavy.
Alright, so just hold on to it for a second, please. Alright, people, what he's telling me is I need both hands. Alright, everybody, so it isn't the prettiest thing you've ever seen in your life. In fact, it looks like a dog's breakfast, but the left-hand side is Coke, the right-hand side is vinegar, and what we were surprised to see, that even just brushing the vinegar on, hey Doug, just made a difference. So we just brushed the vinegar on just everywhere we could see. Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal again, and I've just taken the chains out of the liquids and rinse them. This is the one that was in Coke. It's done a pretty good job, actually, if I can show you. Get right back to the sun here. All the loose rust seems to have come off. So I'm just going to put it over the top and let it dry overnight. And this is the one that was in the... This is the one that was in the vinegar. And that also looks good, but I've got a feeling the one that was in the Coke, even though it was imitation Coke, actually did a little better. So what I'm going to do is let them both just dry and then have another look at them. I also did the 2 C-clamps. This one I did, I think, with the vinegar. But really the loose rust is right off it, and except maybe on the threads. But I will do a little bit of work with a wire brush on that. Good. All right, everybody. I'm leaving those there in case I feel I need to put them back for a bit more. So we'll work that one out. Okay, everybody, so now this is after a week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off. Wow. You know something? Now, isn't that interesting? Look at that. Okay, hang on, let me get out of the sun here so you can see, without a doubt, the vinegar worked. Wow, that actually surprises me. All right. Just going to rinse them off a bit. That is absolutely amazing. Look at the difference. And now look at my hands. Not a good idea, Sal. Not a good idea at all, Sal. Lordy, lordy. Okay. Well, I started spraying before I remembered I needed the camera. But just to show you how simple this is, I've got a metallic rustoleum, and literally all I'm doing is giving it a quick spray. I'm just going to go at an angle here. As you can probably see, I'm doing little bursts rather than a lot of paint. It's a good job you can't see my other end, because I realise that my butt is at a very interesting angle out in the reality world. Okay, let's see if I can squat down here and do the back. Good. I'm pleased with that. While I was busy yesterday, I quickly touched up with one coat some of the black paintwork, and I used a rubberized paint to do that, and it did a pretty good job with just one coat. I can see I missed a bit there, so it's going to get a second coat, but definitely well worth doing. The 2 C-clamps, just so that you can see them, They were in overnight. It's taken the major rust off. This one was much better to start with, but the major rust has come off these as well. So I'm just going to give the chains another quick coat, and then we're done. Now I do need to say that after a couple of days I could have sprayed with rustoleum. You remember when I first pulled them out of the containers after a couple of days. I could have just let them dry off and sprayed them then, but I wanted to continue just so that I could show you what the difference was, and I wasn't sure there was going to be any, but definitely well worth seeing how much difference there was. So as you can see here, there are a couple of links that, see this, that just haven't been covered yet, so I just need to sort of turn it around and check where those are and get those covered off. Okay, bye for now.